go through because of one teacher in their school screwing up with a student's grades. But that's it's one of those things. If you're doing really good in sports, then you should be passing class regardless on how much work you're supposed to be doing, which I call bullshit. If you can't pass a class and you don't deserve to play, point blank in a sentence, how many professional sports players will we actually have nowadays compared if we were actually do it that way? Because I can tell you one that I grew up with. KG was not the best in school. It was not good. But his teachers passed him because he was such a damn good player. KG does not even recognize South Carolina as being his home. It's Chicago. Because he left here and went to Chicago his senior year to finish out school because the Bulls were looking at him and traded his ass to Minnesota for draft picks. Just saying. Not saying that Minnesota wasn't good to KG, but if his teachers actually done their jobs, would he have even made it to the NBA? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? It's yeah, and you know what? That you're so right about that, Robert. You listen to them talk nowadays. They really don't. They really don't have a sense of vocabulary. They can't even talk in complete sentences. Hell, I can't have time either. I'm just I have a little bit of learning curves, but it does. The NBA and the NFL is trying to make it, and they've tried to make it the last couple of years to where you have to be a sophomore before you can be drafted in the NFL. NBA, I think it might be the same thing, but I know for the NFL, you have to have completed 2 years of college to be even thought about being drafted out of school into the NFL, which is good. I think that's good. I don't think you should be able to be drafted right out of high school. I do think you should be able to join the service, and it'd be mandatory to join the service for a couple of years right after high school. Speaking about that, France has now put it back into law that you must join their military for a minimum of 2 years. 2 years before you jump back into the economy, which I think that's absolutely phenomenal. Good for damn NBA still signs. That sucks. That's good for France. I'm glad that they're doing that. America should be doing that too. NBA still drafts outside of high school. And you know what, Robert, that sucks. It really does. Honestly, I really wish people would sit there and think, how many professional sports players will we have, and what the NBA and the NFL think that it would be any different nowadays if we actually had players that was actually taught in school and not carried along because of how good they were. I'm just saying. Yes, I agree, T-Man. That's the way it should be. I think everybody should be able to have to serve 2 years minimum. Most European countries are like that, but also get to drink, so they got to do that. You know what? And I'm going to make a point right here, because, Robert, you kind of hit something right there. In Germany, when you're 16 years old, you can officially go into a bar and order a beer. When you turn 18, then you can actually start drinking hard liquor in a bar. Their crime rate is nowhere near what America's is. They're actually kind of guiding their children in a way. They want their children to learn at a young age of what certain things can and can't do to their bodies and their minds. If you're able to join the military at 18 years old, yes, I do think that you should be able to sit down with your brothers and have a beer. Have a drink. It's a right that you had earned whenever you signed that dotted fucking line. I'm not saying this in reference to get people, to sway people. I think you should be able to drink if you join the military. But then again, I think that should be one thing that, if you're in the military at 18 years old, then you should be able to walk into a bar and order a drink. Show your military ID. And if it works, it works. I mean, parents make their kids not smart nowadays. me and my son was having conversations and stuff last night. Nowadays, I find my son kind of schooling me. You know, it's pretty cool. You know, but it's you gotta teach, you gotta mold them the right way. You know, I think that we can be like some of these European countries whenever it comes to our laws with drinking and military and stuff like that. If we'd actually put it in fucking place and see how it goes, might be surprised. Is it gonna go first at well? Probably not, but you gotta at least try it to find out. You know, yeah, I agree with you. You know, Ron, you know, Germany is high cost to get a driver's license. It was 5,000 euros for people living on the economy whenever I was there to get their driver's license. That's a lot of fucking money. And Robert, you know, parents don't want to be a parent anymore. They do want to be their buddies. They do want to be their kids' friends, but you know what? We can't be. We got to be mom and dad. You know, I'd rather my kid call me an asshole because of being too strict than him going out there or her going out there getting in trouble because I'm being your buddy and not trying to teach you the right ways about doing things in life. So, all right, we're going to go into a little commercial break. We shall return.
October 6th. At the Underground, Charlotte, North Carolina, comes the biggest veteran event of the year. Operation I Got Your 6. America helping her heroes. And coming together to rock the night away. At the most epic venue in North Carolina. Operation I Got Your 6. Hosted by the Dangerous Grounds Network. Let's get dangerous.
What up, this is Aries Cobain of Redcon 1 Music Group, and you listening to the Dangerous Grounds Network. I mean, any place where I can say f*** is dope with me. I can say f***, right? Why y'all keep censoring when I say f***? F*** it, and f*** your safe space. Let's get dangerous.
The Magic Vape Shop. Come on in to the most extreme vape shop in the USA. The Magic Man will slam and mix all your vaping needs at prices you can't beat. With all the vape gear at your fingertips, the Magic Man will provide you with all your desires. See us on the web at themagicvapeshop.com. Let's get vaping.
Yo, this is Jeff.
This is Mark.
I'm Mike.
I'm Craig.
This is Meg.
We are Kings Hollow, and you're tuned into Dangerous Grounds Network.
Yeah. Run by Special Ops veterans, putting people in war zones to work and working where others fear to tread. Each one of our products is manufactured in current or post-conflict areas. Your purchases fund women's education, mining efforts, and healing our veterans. High-quality products that make meaningful change for those less fortunate. What America will be for the world moving forward.
This is Sam from Madison Rising, and you're listening to Dangerous Grounds Network.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're listening to Dangerous Grounds Network. Hey, you want a freedom boner or what? Listen now.
What's up? This is AJ from Madison Rising, and you're listening to Dangerous Grounds Network. And if you don't have a freedom boner right now, fuck you.
I love it when he did that. I swear to God, I love it when he did that. AJ started that trend with the freedom boners. I swear to God, he did. Well, he's all in the motor. It was a Kentucky show last year. Yeah, it was the Kentucky show last year at the Harley Davidson lot. You know, we sitting there the night after the show and stuff. Rio was sitting there watching Notre Dame football. And they were going to do some promos for the network and stuff, and that was the first one. That's the first one that he done. And Rio was like, "Wait a minute, let me back up there." It was actually pretty cool. Actually, real funny. It was cool to hang out with the guys and stuff like that. It was, you know, it's great to see musicians and stuff like that is got a passion for what they do and gets out there in the public and mingles. That means a lot. Just like this radio network. If y'all are just now tuning in, which there's a few of y'all that just dropped in, if you're listening on the Spreaker app, hit the title of the show, come on into the chat group, or if you're listening on the website, hit that little chat symbol, come on in and chat with us. T-Man, yes, it's the Holiday Inn near Center City. It's got a swimming pool and a hot tub on the roof. It's got a really big, nice restaurant downstairs. It's not your typical Holiday Inn. It's really not. Downtown Center City, it's something a lot more than your just regular hotels. So yeah, man, that's what's up, dude. Can't wait to see you. So if you're wondering what we're talking about, Tony from Arizona is actually coming out to Operation I Got Your 6 here in Charlotte, North Carolina on October the 6th. We got Kings Hollow opening. We got Aries Cobain coming in with his band to play, and we got Madison Rising headlining. All that's going to take place after the Silky Hike that we're coordinating with Irreverent Warriors on. This is a big veteran event to donate to the Lone Survivor Foundation. They're building a new facility here in North Carolina for veterans and their families to help learn coping mechanisms with PTS, to learn from each other, help their families learn and stuff like that as well, because we need something like that. And the proceeds will go towards the Lone Survivor Foundation. We might have one more organization we'll be donating to, not too sure yet, but mainly going to the Lone Survivor Foundation. But the whole purpose of Operation I Got Your 6 is, like I said before, is to bring all that help in underneath one roof, so that way the local community and stuff like that can actually, see the help that's there face to face. Who knows where we're going to be at next year? Not planning it just yet, but it's the talks already there on what city we're going to go to next. So if you would like to host an Operation I Got Your 6, hit me up, shoot me a private message, let me know. It is a lot of details to go through. It is a lot of legwork, but shit, we usually, it takes about 12 months to plan. We could do it shorter than that. Just depends on, how many of y'all will actually want to jump in as sponsors of this great event that's going to take place yearly and help continue to support it and, donate to it so that way we can keep it going. As of right now, it comes out of my pocket, which is cool with me because I'm medically retired from the military, and it's a way to help my brothers and sisters get more help, rather than just one avenue. I used to, I run BWI, which, we haven't really done a lot with here lately, since last year, really. Or some of the last tattoos that we've done, but it's an avenue that we enjoyed doing and teaching people about and conducting, but there's so many ways to help our brothers and sisters that just one avenue for me is just not enough. I got to be able to help on different levels because, people are on different levels. I will always continue to do tattoo therapy. We're redoing some things for BWI, redoing the staff, some of the cap stuff and whatnot. It will be back out at some point in time this year, but you got to keep on different levels of helping. But anyway, all right, so Tommy Lahren. We all know who Tommy Lahren is. We love her to death. She's one of those constitutionalists that just straight up tells you how it is, speaks her mind, and here's what she done on the streets of California talking about the state's immigration laws.
Sued the state of California for its failure to comply with federal immigration law. So we sent our own Tommy Lahren out to Los Angeles to find out what California residents think. This ought to be interesting. Take a look.
Do you think that we have an illegal immigration problem in California? You're smiling. You don't want to answer that question?
Yeah. Oh, boy. How long do we have to unpack?
You aware that you're in a sanctuary state?
No, I'm not. But thank you for letting me know. What exactly does that mean?
That means it's a sanctuary for illegal immigrants.
I think
that this is a safe place for a lot of residents to continue.